So what a sight this is. Another edition of this proud competition, just seemingly bigger and better still. Faces, of course, have come and gone, but some things never change. Those first day feelings, new hopes, new expectations, and the belief that maybe, just maybe, this time it will be your turn. It really is a sight to behold here as Spotify Camp Nou opens its arms to the Barcelona nation, 100,000 plus in unison. The action has already started. Guti! That's been cut out, well played. Guti, Julie, and a chance! And the ball's come loose here. Jim, which player is best equipped for this game?
Well, I think it'll be interesting, Peter, to see what challenge the opposition now bring to Araujo. I really rate him because he can cope with pace, he can cope with dribbling wingers, and he's a very valuable asset. And he's become a real focus in that defence.
No argument from me on that front. It's easy to see how his presence alone affects both sides. Eder Militao. Anything noteworthy in the early part of the match, Jim?
Well, neither side has really grabbed the initiative, I would say. Both must have come in with a view of not making any early mistakes. So we're seeing some conservatism here.
Koke. And it's Lopez. It's Gavi. Jimenez. Lovely pass, but can he get there? He has found a way through. Climbs up big! And that's what you call inspired goalkeeping.
This is why he's so highly regarded. Absolutely fantastic.
Now it's Lewandowski. It's Lewandowski! Oh, the keeper's done ever so well.
Lewandowski actually didn't do an awful lot wrong, to be honest.
Guti plays it short. And again, he's sorted that out terrifically. And now they can spring out of defence. And it's Belletti. Now, can they get him away? Out of play for a goal kick. And no, that is pretty much the end of that. Camavinga wins the duel this time. Camavinga going full steam ahead down the left flank. Mbappe. Lopez. Howson is fouled. And they're quick to get it back. Distributed tidily. Oh, that's a key interception. Ball comes in. Kaká. Koke. Barcelona still without a single shot on target. Throw in. Opts to play it back. Howson did well to emerge with the ball. That's a contest to keep an eye on. Well, it is clear to see that he is not at all happy with that.
Encouraged the pass with an intelligent run, but the pass just lacked pace.
Araujo. He's found a way through. Can he get on the end of this? That's a bad place to challenge. What's he giving? Barcelona could not have chosen a worse moment. So the would-be breakthrough moment. And he's buried it! 1-0. Not much more than a formality.
Well, I'm not sure what body language the keeper was trying to read, but it didn't work.
Barcelona are in front now, the game's only goal.
Well, that gives them the privilege to control the tempo of the game. It's up to them to manage it from here now.
Oh, that's superb. Kaká. Oh, that's well spotted. And it's Pedri. Aimed beyond the defence. Cross flung in towards the middle. Cleared without hesitation. He gets big. Yes, it's there! The crowd demanded, and he was thrilled to oblige. It was wonderfully efficient.
Yeah, it all came from some really smart movement, Peter. Did the defence let themselves down by not picking him up? I think the boss won't be amused.
And that has added a whole new complexion to the game.
Well, they just couldn't have responded any better, Peter. Yeah, there's the old cliche about how teams can lose focus after scoring, but you still have to take your chances. Brilliant.
Oh, that's a foul, and the whistle's gone. And the referee has shown him a yellow card. Half-time nearly with us. They will be desperate not to concede here. Guti! That was travelling. Eder Militao. And the pass is intercepted. Guti. Driving on and making good progress. Bellingham. And the referee's looking at his watch. We could be done here. Lewandowski. Vermin. Couldn't squeeze it through. And we've reached half-time. Well, the glass is either half full or half empty. Neither side yet truly to impose themselves, and it's level pegging at half-time. That's a really interesting game, and they head in at half-time at 1-1. So once again, we're underway. Koke. And it's Pedri. Lopez. Oh, great chance! Goal! Barcelona! And the game is well and truly turned on its head. So smooth. A signature finish.
Yeah, great movement and great use of space to get on the end of the pass, and that pretty much did it.
Well, this is what we've been waiting for.
Well, they've done the hard part now, Peter. Can they cling on, or even better, can they get another?
Now it's Lewandowski. Now that looks a decent ball. And the shot! And a terrific save from the keeper.
Lewandowski clearly thought he had the beating of the keeper.
goes for a shot! And he has kept it out somehow.
Camavinga really must be thinking what he has to do to score there.
This their second corner of the game. Well read, and the danger is averted. Barcelona are looking to go forward now. Jimenez. He ran himself into trouble there. Free kick given away. Well, that's a booking. Always looked it. And it's Lewandowski. Araujo does really well there. He is strong. Lewandowski.
Incentive set and incentive met. Now they've got to take it on another level.
Harrison calmly anticipates. Guti. Passes coming off in quick succession here. Guti. Bellingham. That's good play. Bellingham! Denied by an instinctive save.
Yeah, he was well placed to deal with that.
Barcelona have their second corner now. Fermin goes short.
Well, that's certainly more like it. They can't let the intensity drop now, Peter.
They're coming again and again.
Well, the question now is whether they can sustain it.
Well, the defence proved infallible then, but that won't be the last they'll see of him. Well, the ball just didn't work out for the run that he made.
Barcelona clearly didn't help themselves by telegraphing that one. It was always going to be intercepted.
And it's Isco, and that was nowhere near his best. Bout of passing here, really easy on the eye. Fermin. Barcelona still have the cards to affect this game.
Yeah, and I think if you're looking for change in a tight game like this, Peter, it's all about getting the timing right.
Jimenez kept aware, and it is reclaimed easily. Gavi, looking for a runner. And now they can clear their lines. That is ended up in no man's land. Koke. Now it's Solot. And Araujo. Lewandowski might just make this. Yamal will not want to lose out here, not against this opponent. Gavi cuts a frustrated figure right now. He just cannot get away.
They're just trying to negate his influence, and it looks like whatever it takes.
Oh, it's a promising build-up, this. Plenty of really nice passing.
Well, there's plenty to like about this approach. Get your head down, keep battling away, and eventually things might change for you.
Gavi does well to get it back. Well, he has slightly undercooked that one.
They should have done a lot better there. The final ball was very poor.
Kamavinga. Kaka is wide and looking to get onto this. Skillfully cut out. He is so at ease on the ball. And he's chosen to go back. And it's Koke. Oh, some tackle that. Oh, it's come loose. Out towards the flank.
This usually is the time teams go into conservation mode.
Pass somewhat off target. And they're not going to make any further progress now. Belletti looking to play him in. Oh, he's done very well to take that back. And that's going up front in a hurry. And there's a searching pass. It's Rashford! Isco. Dealt with nicely by the defence. And that is that. Barcelona can celebrate now. They have exactly what they craved. So, Jim, how do you reflect on what we've seen?
From the manager's perspective, Peter, I don't think he could have asked for much more. We're certainly result-wise. This is a game they wanted to win for so many reasons, and his players did a sterling job carrying out the instructions. Thoroughly enjoyable.
So many thanks to Jim Beglin. That's all we have time for. Good evening to you. Well, hello and welcome for the first time this season to everybody around the world, and we have for you a clash of two teams with very similar intentions. A statement win at the expense of the other would be the ideal scenario for both. A flying start is certainly required. Well, there's a real familiarity about these scenes here. The followers of one of the most formidable teams in the history of football, ensuring that, yet again, this will be an occasion for the game's ultimate glitterati. Things have got underway here pretty promptly. Well, there is no question that Eden Hazard on his day is one of the world's best, Jim, so how do you interpret the role? Can he finish? Goal! Barcelona! An extraordinary start! Breakthrough in next to no time!
Well, talking about stepping things up from the off, that's how you start a football match.
Well, there was to be no other outcome.
I think the defence really need to wake up here, Peter. They really shouldn't be getting caught out like that.
Barcelona penetrate first. It is a truly precious lead.
So far, so good, Peter, but they need to start thinking of the next one now. Take this momentum and force the issue even more.
Araujo, Pedri, and it's Lopez. And he cuts out the supply. Now it's Pedri. And the whistle's gone, presumably for offside. Well, that has not gone well. That's a cute ball.
Well, I'm not quite sure he needed to hold up play quite as much as he did then. A couple of his teammates were very annoyed.
Now it's Kaká. Mbappe! Mbappe was alert to the possibilities, but in the end it's fruitless. Now it's Lewandowski. Hazard. There's the delivery. Araujo attempts a clearance. And we have our very first corner. Barcelona have the chance to go the other way. Neatly clipped into space. Guti. And he's been shifted off it. That's a risky ball, you've got to say. Nicely weighted ball. Pass somewhat off target. Belletti. And reclaimed it in a trice. Well, the boss won't be happy about that at all. They were pedestrian in possession and carried almost no threat at all. Barcelona looking to get their possession game going here.
Yeah, it can be very stylish and expansive to watch if they get it to the standard we know they can. But what's key is the number of ballers in the team. As long as they don't lose the purpose, if they keep the purpose and the urgency, all will be well.
Now it's Lewandowski. Now it's Hazard. Tries to play it through. And that's gone behind for a goal kick. The pressing's intense, and it's paid off. Now it's Yamal. Getting on for a third of the way through the game. Now it's Yamal. Now, who's going to be first to this? Chance, surely! Loose ball now, and there's a chase on to retrieve it. Fermin, looking understandably energised after his goal. He has found the way through. And this is Lewandowski. That's a pretty loose pass. Gavi kept his eye on it, and he's there. Oh, good-looking ball. Passes coming off in quick succession here. Lewandowski showed plenty of zest in getting to the ball, but couldn't quite sort it out. Now it's Lewandowski. And that has been cut short. Oh, there's a probing ball.
Barcelona can certainly afford to...
Big chance! And he's heaved it away. And here's Lewandowski. And it's Lopez. Fermin! Well, now it's a race for the ball. Oh, he's been caught napping. Now it's Camavinga. Yamal. Now it's Lewandowski. Goes looking wide. Hazard has it in a wide position. Shoots! It's in! Barcelona are back in business. And that is about as cool as they come. He picked his spot expertly.
Just way, way too good, Peter. The keeper was never going to stop it.
And that has added a whole new complexion to the game.
This is exactly the kind of contest you'd expect when you have so much class from both sides. The next goal is going to be so significant.
Now it's Mbappe. Looking for options for movement. And the first half is done. So it's all squared. Neither side has been able to make a telling difference, but it hasn't been for the lack of trying. And we are up to the break.
Well, for us neutrals, this is fantastic. If you're a fan from either side, it's unpleasant. And as for the managers, check your heart rate.
That's a really interesting game, and they head in at half-time at 1-1. So it's back to business. Gavi. And the pass is intercepted. And he's intervened well there. Now it's Mbappe. Lewandowski. Pressure stays on, it is a corner. And now a sudden chance to counter. Belletti. There's the crossfield ball. Hazard. It's Bellingham. Guti. And it's Bellingham. Oh, that pass isn't the best. Well, quality clearly deserted him at the crucial moment.
Clearly is miffed, having made the run and not get picked out.
He's picked his way through. Brilliantly cut out. Not the most accurate pass. It's Lewandowski! Belletti goes long. And it's Kaka. Now it's Mbappe. Camavinga. He's in a great position here. It's a throw-in. Lewandowski, who needs just a moment to score a goal. Hazard has it out wide and in space. Guti. Now it's Hazard. Threads one in. And it's Kaka. Oh, good ball. He's having a shot! goal, Barcelona! And they're back in front.
Well, I think it's pretty obvious, Peter, that this emphasises the importance of having willing runners who want to go behind that defence. One good ball, and they're in.
Well, this is what we've been waiting for.
Listen, when it comes to goals, Peter, in this team, he's always the #1 contender, and he's done it again.
Back to the keeper it goes. He shifted it to the flank. Well, the manager might be thinking of shuffling his pack here.
It's about risk-taking and boldness now. Are we going to see any activity from the bench?
Gavi. That's good pressure, closed him down quickly. Well, that defending is unapologetically persistent. It's almost personal, and it had to be. Oh, that's fabulous. Lewandowski delivers. And that's the keeper's ball. Azar can so cleverly bypass the press. Bellingham. That's Guti. Gavi. And it's Guti. Just a quarter of an hour to play. And here's Bellingham. He's having a go! And that could come back to haunt them.
Well, you'd really expect him to hit the target from there.
Barcelona making another change here. That is good pressure, just hounded him off it. Gavi. He won't be happy with that one. And it's Baina. He's gone for goal! It's anyone's ball now. And he's gone backward here.
Subtlety has gone out of the window. They have to force it any way they can now, Peter.
Araujo is there to clear. Now it's Mbappe. Can he get it through? And this is Lewandowski. And he's running through. Great chance! He's got a goal! And surely that clinches it. There really is no way back now. Wonderfully smooth, smart and slick.
Just the sort of forward pass he's been looking for. Very telling.
Barcelona go 2 up and into a position of real strength.
Well, I think it's just the reward for their application. They've played with great courage to try and kill this off, and for me, it looks like they've just about done it.
Spread neatly. It's out for a goal kick. So here comes a substitution.
Well, his stamina was called into question then, but there's absolutely nothing wrong with his heart and the efforts he put in. He was very willing, though, not quite able.
Fermin. Board shows there will be 3 extra minutes. Gavi. Gavi! That's a half-decent try.
Gavi has taken on too much there. That isn't one of the areas he thrives on.
So there's going to be another change here.
I think you have to admire his willingness to keep plugging away, but the manager has done him a big favour, I think, by taking him off. You know, he was looking very, very leggy.
Gavi. Barcelona looking to pass their way through. That is ended up in no man's land. And the referee brings it to a close. They needed to win, and they have won. It is a triumph. How do you look back on the game then, Jim?
Barcelona can be really happy with this. I saw it as one of these defining games for them, and they showed real character to get the job done. A big statement for anyone who might be up next.
So thank you very much, Jim, for joining me. That brings us to the end of our coverage. Well, hello and welcome for the first time this season to everybody around the world, and we have for you a clash of two teams with very similar intentions. A statement win at the expense of the other would be the ideal scenario for both. A flying start is certainly required. Well, there's a real familiarity about these scenes here. The followers of one of the most formidable teams in the history of football, ensuring that, yet again, this will be an occasion for the game's ultimate. And he shoots! And the keeper couldn't hold it. He scored!
Well, they would have been looking at him to produce the goods, and that was very kind of him to oblige so early.
Some heroic goalkeeping, but even that couldn't save them this time.
Well, it still had to be finished off, so well done to the goal scorer, but the keeper should have done a lot better.
So, a breakthrough already. Yamal! It's hit the upright.
He almost caught everyone out there the way he just eked out the room to get the shot in.
Oh, easy pickings there. Aimed beyond the defence. Some excellent tackling here, and that one a perfect example. Knocks it into space. Nicely weighted ball. Now the ball in. He rises! Played out towards the right wing. Oh, that's really good play on the right. He's driving forward. Mbappe does really well to win the ball there. Yamal. Belletti. Oh, he's going to be disappointed with that. Koke. Can he get it through? Oh, super. Shoots! Well, now it's a race for the ball.
We'll simply have to tip his hat to the keeper here because that was a magnificent save. Barcelona are really in a position where patience and prudence will serve them best. Time's on their side.
Oh, now here's an interesting matchup. And it's Belletti. He's on it. Can he get away? And the ball is out of play. Pedri. Barcelona finding their passes. The defence opting here for strength in numbers. Now it's Yamal. Belletti. Now it's Gavi. Goes for the shot! And again the keeper stands strong. And we have our very first corner. Camavinga getting this one clear. He's having a go! And now a sudden chance to counter. He's through here. Oh, nicely intercepted. Bellingham. Oh, good spread. Yamal going face-to-face with his great rival. Well, they've got it again. Just more than 15 minutes till half-time. Kaká. And here's Lopez. Oh, it's a nice idea, but the execution was lacking. And the assistant referee has his flag raised for offside. And that is as far as they're going to go. Nothing wrong with that tackle. Ball won cleanly. That's a throw.
Barcelona clearly are trying to establish themselves as a team that likes to retain the ball, Peter.
And it's a good watch, Jim, isn't it?
Well, it is, and it's always a pleasure for me to see a team move the ball.
Oh, the whistle's gone. What's he given? And he could not have picked a worse time to give one away. The chance to pull further clear. Calm as you like, and they're running away with it. Not a twitch, not a blink.
Should we have ever doubted him? Cool as you like.
Barcelona are sitting pretty, 2-0 up.
You can really sense how important this goal was for them. They needed it, now they have it.
Mbappe, it's Lewandowski! Oh, he hit that sweetly. Yamal plays a sharp little ball here. Now that's well seen too. Long ball by the goalkeeper. Pedri looking to play him in. Oh, that's well spotted. It's Belletti. Yamal. And it's Gavi. And it's Azar. Jimenez makes the interception. Yamal. Pedri. Bellingham. Oh, the less said about that pass, the better. Now it's Yamal. Guti. And there's the shot! Oh, the ball's come loose. Oh, he's been caught napping. Referee's had a look, and he's blown his whistle for half-time. And the action is back on the way.
Well, I think they have to be positive despite the scoreline. The one thing they don't want to do, Peter, is give away an early goal. But they can't afford to get too cagey either. So attack with real devilment, go for that goal and see if they can unsettle them.
Look at the space here. Kaká! Oh, the keeper's done ever so well.
Really looked sharp there, didn't he? That's very well played.
Oh, he's been caught on it here. Barcelona have the chance to go the other way. And it's Pedri. And that has been slung wide. Azar is sporting a guilty look after that.
His teammates are really annoyed with that, you know, and they have every right to be.
Lopez. He's having a shot! Now he wants to get in on the act here.
Barcelona really have stepped it up now. They could have been a bit more greedy and forced the issue.
Poorly directed kick from the keeper, he's given it away. Pedri.
Have beautifully policed that midfield. The opposition have been handcuffed.
Now it's Azar. Neither of these two want to come off second best. Guti. And Guti! Decent enough try.
Guti really looked as though he had chosen correctly then, and yet we quickly realised he hadn't.
It's all a little bit desperate, but it's got the job done.
Oh, that's brilliantly defended, though. It looked destined for a goal.
Shot could be on. It's come through and he's had a quick look inside. And he's cut it out. Spread it left. Guti does have his name on the score sheet, of course. Araujo played into space. Oh, the chip pass hasn't quite come off. And it's Azar. Now that looks a decent ball. Tries to play it through. Pedri. And Fermin. Pedri. Quality ball. Lewandowski could try cutting inside here. Koundé kept his eye on it, and he's there. Azar. Koke. Bellingham. And it's Belletti. And it's Bellingham. Bellingham showed plenty of zest in getting to the ball, but couldn't quite sort it out. It's a promising position, and no, he's seen through all of that. Well, the defence proved infallible then, but that won't be the last they'll see of him. That's a pretty loose pass. Guti. Driving on and making good progress. Not the most accurate pass. And he's quick to snatch it back. Now it's Lewandowski. Over to the left. Hazard will not want to lose out here, not against this opponent. Half an hour gone in the second half. Yeah, he's pulled him up for that challenge.
Serán sustituidos por el dorsal 22, el dorsal 7, Juli, el dorsal 18,
We have got changes here from both sides, in fact. Gavi. Bina. A mixture of good defending and indecisive passing. No progress. Great vision. And that's been slipped through. And he was alert to it. And that has been clubbed away. Kamavinga. And this is Lewandowski. Spread out to the left.
Well, this does not look promising, Peter. The least they can do is to give the crowd something to cheer about, but that might be difficult from here.
Now it's Vinicius Junior. And it's Lopez. Gavi. And here's Vinicius Junior. And he's picked it up out wide. Oh, good take in a good area. And here's Vinicius Junior. Azar. Chouameni. Isco. And that has put paid to that. And here's Rashford. Chouameni. Kamavinga. Barcelona are looking to break at pace. And that is that. Well, here is a defeat that may hit them hard, and you can sense that all around us. Things going pretty awry, and the outcome in the end virtually unavoidable. How do you look back on the game then, Jim?
Well, there was a distinct lack of clarity or commitment in everything the players were trying to do. Looking
Well, what a sight this is. A beautiful evening and the promise of a match that will really get the juices flowing. I'm Peter Drury, and providing analysis and expert opinion alongside me will be Jim Beglin.
Well, I can tell you I'm truly delighted to join you, Peter, and thank you very much for that.
Colours vivid and vibrant, songs loud and proud. The tone for this game is well and truly set. If you're just joining us, we are already underway. Our understanding is that it's going to be a 3-6-1 formation.
Well, I can only suppose that the plan is to play on the counter-attack, Peter, to lure the opposition up the field and look to spring a surprise. There isn't much point in keeping your wing-backs deep if up against only one striker. So deception would appear to be the theme with this system, and I think they've got a good chance of making it work as long as everybody is committed on the counter. Well, he got rid because he was under pressure.
It's a mighty effort! Decent enough try.
Batistuta certainly knows that he's missed a real chance there, but he can't dwell on that. He needs to pick himself up and move on.
And he's forced to go back. So, Jim, who would you identify as the key man in this fixture?
Well, I'll be fascinated to see how the manager instructs Lorenzo Pellegrini to operate in this game, because you can see him playing very effectively as a number 6, a number 8, or a number 10, playing behind the striker. And he must be a nightmare.
He's having a shot! And the keeper has reacted superbly there.
Really looked sharp there, didn't he? That's very well played.
Nagatomo is looking to influence the game from out wide. The pressing's intense, and it's paid off. Park Ji-sung, defending his corner stubbornly, stood up very well to his man. And it's Cristante. Rice wins the duel this time.
It's a decent chance to counter-attack.
Has a look and plays it forward. Now it's Van Basten. He's in space and looking for options. Kaká! It's bounced back off the post. Still goalless at the moment. Soulé opts for safety. Now it's Dybala. Rice. And this is Van Basten. Now it's Hazard. Hazard puts his foot on the gas. Nagatomo. Chance! Oh, so close to what would have been a memorable goal.
Nagatomo certainly looked hungry and exciting on the ball. Confidence is at play here.
Cristante. Now Soulé. And it's Pellegrini. Oh, nicely intercepted. Nagatomo. Now, can they get him away? Oh, shooting chance! Goal! Portugal! And Portugal score first. One sweeping move executed with deadly efficiency.
Well, it's an example of counter-attacking at its finest. Real cut and thrust.
Portugal have fired themselves in front.
Look, he's the one everyone expects to put the ball in the net. That's what he's paid to do.
It's a promising position. And he won't reach that. Pellegrini. And the two sides separated by the game's only breakthrough moment to this point. And the score is 1-0. Cristante. And it's Celik. Now Sule. Pellegrini. Van Basten.
This is the time you need that pace.
Hazard. Kaká. 1-0 here just before the break, and it looks as though it's going to stay that way for now. Now it's Pellegrini. Tries to pass it through. Now it's Pellegrini. Oh, that's fabulous. Loose ball now, and there's a chase on to retrieve it. Oh, he's caught him there. It's a free kick. Quickly taken. Well, there's your danger man, a title that is entirely justified. And it's Camavinga. No, not quite on the same wavelength. Cristante getting this one clear. And now they can spring out of defence. Passes coming off in quick succession here. Sule. And it's Kone. To Cristante. Kone. Now Sule. Cristante. He's on it, can he get away? And it's half-time here. A very combative, competitive half with just the one decisive moment. It's been compelling stuff. Some first-half thoughts?
Okay, they got hit with that one sucker punch, but I don't think there was much wrong with their overall approach. I think the boss needs to give his team a lift during the break, and they should still be quite buoyant.
Portugal, the happier of the teams, heading in for half-time, 1-0 up. There's the start of the second half.
Portugal definitely want to carry on in a similar manner, although I would exercise some caution, Peter. You wouldn't want to leave yourself open in the early minutes trying to kill this off.
Celik, Sule, and it's Cristante. To Pellegrini. Park Ji-sung does well to get it back. Oh, he's enjoyed that. He evidently loves the contest. Well seen, saw that coming.
He read that really well and stopped it.
And now the breakaway. Now it's Dybala.
Well, it's a move of great promise, but will it really prove productive?
Camavinga getting this one clear. They've played it short. Sule delivered it. Oh, what a climb! Oh, denied brilliantly.
That's very, very good. You can't ask for much more than that.
Portugal just about have their noses in front. It is the slenderest of leads. Hazard. Neither of these two want to come off second best. And the finish! Well, that is one way to stop him. And he's following up! Pellegrini. Sule.
They need to play this quicker in transitions like this.
Great vision. He's got plenty of space out wide here. Clipped into space. Out of play for a throw. And it's Celik. And he's picked it up out wide. That's good play. No, he wasn't being taken in by that trickery.
Well, that's certainly more like it. They can't let the intensity drop now, Peter.
Well, they're looking a whole lot more urgent now.
I think they just have to keep forcing the issue and they'll get clinical.
Portugal are looking to break at pace. And here's Pellegrini. Gets a good foot in there. Pellegrini unable to make it happen for all his good intentions. Whatever he had in mind, that was not it. Aimed beyond the defence. There's some great running on show here, but ultimately there was no way through. Now it's Batistuta. Batistuta is being harried and hassled.
Well, they'll have to get the numbers right in hoping to keep him quiet because he's a really big threat.
So time for change, and this one has been on the cards for a little while.
Well, Peter, I don't think there's anything tactical or injury-related here. I think it's just all about the push for a goal now.
Sostituzione di giocatori. Numero 19. Lascia il campo per il numero 92. El Shaarawy.
Hazard. Hazard going face-to-face with his great rival. So, Jim, what are you thinking?
There's a lot of football still to be played, Peter, so ideally they need to maintain an attacking endeavour.
Out towards the flank.
Well, he was given the time and room initially to hold on to the ball, but eventually he was squeezed that bit harder and the task became too much. I think he's got to be a little quicker in his distribution then and get others into the match.
Now it's El Shaarawy. Cristante. In with the challenge. So the manager can make a change for the first time in the game here.
Well, for me, this was the obvious substitution. He'd become just a little jaded, and as a result of that, he was most likely to make a mistake. I think sometimes when the body becomes tired, the brain goes with it, and I think that's happened in this case.
Can he finish? Goal! Right back in it. Almost no time remaining. Game still on. Well, was he ever going to miss that? Of course he wasn't.
Well, I'm giving him full marks for the way he exploited the space, Peter, but you really shouldn't be left unmarked in the middle like that. I don't think he could believe his luck.
And that has added a whole new complexion to the game.
Well, at this stage, Peter, it's going to come down to how badly they want to win this.
And here's Batistuta. Chance for a shot! Goal! Portugal! And they're back in front. Another moment of magic, a real wow moment.
That's what he lives for, Peter. Not a lot more to add.
Both sides then taking this chance to turn to their benches.
I think you have to admire his willingness to keep plugging away, but the manager has done him a big favour, I think, by taking him off. You know, he was looking very, very leggy.
Portugal get themselves into the lead.
You have to credit the desire we've just seen here, Peter, the desire to stick to your task and keep on chipping away. Some might have backed off, but not this lot. This is very impressive.
Lascia il campo per il numero 31.
Camavinga attempts a clearance. Defending of the desperate variety.
I thought it was going to happen then. How many more chances can they realistically expect now?
Mancini gets good distance on it. Portugal have their third corner. Nagatomo plays it short. 5 minutes to add. Cristante. And here's Batistuta. Tries to play it through. Van Basten. Big chance! And that has earned a few nods of approval from the bench.
Attenzione, una sostituzione.
Portugal get their fourth corner. Nagatomo with the short one. Dealt with nicely by the defence. They're up to 5 corners now. And it's been taken short. Oh, good spread. It's run loose. Who's going to get there? El Ainawi. Now looking to orchestrate a counter. This looks promising. El Ainawi providing an outlet on that flank. Lovely feet. And there goes the final whistle. Portugal proudly puff out their chests in victory. They know that was a battle. Well, football is, of course, ultimately just a game, but for the next 2 hours, it might not feel like that. The stadium is full of noise and energy. This certainly matters. And the mood is boisterous. It is a perfect ambience for the central characters who are ready now to perform. Things have got underway here pretty promptly. Jim, which player is best equipped for this game?
Well, Peter, I think we're going to be seeing an awful lot of the player Pedro Neto because he's so quick and agile. And his ability to twist and turn at top speed really does give him the edge in those crowded areas. I think he'll be his team's go-to guy when they're looking to counter too.
He would be the obvious choice, wouldn't he? He certainly has all the right qualities. And the pass is intercepted. Looks a foul. Yep, referee's given it. Ibrahimovic is onto this. Xavi Simons. Portugal looking to pass their way through. Oh, well played, well sorted out. Ibrahimovic might just make this. That is a great pick out. Nice interception, his positioning was spot on. Well, the ball just didn't work out for the run that he made.
They should have done a lot better there. The final ball was very poor.
Look at the space here. Nagatomo. Out towards the flank. Neither side especially adventurous early on. Kaká. It's a searching pass. And they've got rid. And it's Roberto Carlos. And that pass just didn't quite work. Rummenigge. Delivers the ball. Climbs up big. It's hit the crossbar. And he's straight offside. Kaká. Conte.
Yeah, we get to see this more and more. Defenders popping up in these...
Header! Off the post! Mateus gets rid without sophistication. Still goalless at the moment. Back into the middle. Oh, that pass isn't the best. Roberto Carlos is one whose deliveries we all know about. Threads one in. I think that's offside. Yes, it is. Nice physical challenge. Ibrahimovic has given away a free kick. Now it's Van Basten. Ibrahimovic is onto it in a flash. And it's Roberto Carlos. Can he get on the end of this? Hangs one in. Big header!
That's just playing it safe and simple.
Not the most accurate pass. Kaká. Conte. Now it's Van Basten. That's been cut out. Well played.
I wouldn't fancy playing up front in these circumstances, to be honest. There's absolutely no supply.
And this is Ronaldo. And the assistant referee has his flag raised for offside. Roberto Carlos. Well, there's your danger man, a title that is entirely justified. And he whips it in. Oh, smashing header! And it's hoisted clear. Nicely worked. Cristiano Ronaldo. And it's Nagatomo. Cross flung into... He gets big! Well, that is clearly not the outcome he wanted.
That's good play. Plenty of targets in the penalty area and plenty of movement too.
Knocks it out wide. Roberto Carlos. In towards the back stick. Romero can get it. He's gone for goal! Quality ball. Nicely aimed pass.
Vamos ter minuto de compensação.
Thuram promptly onto that, and that is that. Van Basten. And we hit half-time. So neither team were able to take the lead, but it certainly hasn't been for the lack of trying. An engrossing half, but we're still where we started, 0-0.
Vamos dar lugar a uma substituição.
So off we go once more.
Well, I can imagine both managers have been in the ears of the players. They want more. Let's hope the game comes to life sooner rather than later.
Expertly cut out, really nicely done. And that pass is somewhat less than ideal.
Well, everything up to the final pass looked decent. They just couldn't pick out that killer ball.
It's a threatening ball. Xavi Simons. That is good pressure, just hounded him off it. Van Basten. Lovely pass, but can he get there? He's on it, can he get away? Conte. Ibrahimovic. Well timed, excellent interception. Looking tidy in possession here. Well, the runner's been sold a little bit short there.
Well, I think the opposition saw that pass coming a mile off, and it wasn't the best decision.
Bellingham. He's having a shot! And he was there to get a vital touch.
That's very, very good. You can't ask for much more than that.
And we have our very first corner. And it's made its way to him. Now it's Roberto Carlos. Ibrahimovic! Denied by an instinctive save.
Ibrahimovic is offering a wry smile there.
And he thumps it clear. And it's Kaka. Tries to pass it through. Kaka conjures time and space where few can. Portugal finding their passes. He's fizzed it forward. Marquinhos calmly anticipates.
How many interceptions have we seen now? Someone's got to up the quality, and
Face to face with the keeper. Chance, surely! He's scored! There is the breakthrough! The movement so precise, the finish sumptuous.
just when they thought they may be in at one end, they end up shipping a goal at the other, and it's all due to wonderful counter-attacking. They hardly had time to even react, and there's only one word to describe that: clinical.
A 1-0 lead established.
Well, when the going gets tough, etc., they can still turn this round, I think.
The message is clear, none shall pass. Rummenigge. So, Jim, what are you thinking?
Well, considering they're only one down, they're closer to conceding a second than scoring a leveller.
Turns back here, probably the best option. Conte. That has been slung wide. Played out wide. Cristiano Ronaldo. Oh, that's nice. Kaká going face-to-face with his great rival.
Substituição para Portugal. Número 22, Kaká. Número 13, Cristiano Ronaldo.
Oh, looks like he's... Tries a shot! Oh, he's managed to get it all wrong.
He did well there, held his run enough to ensure he didn't stray offside.
Oh, he's managed to get himself offside.
Decent attempt, that, just a little mistimed. Keep calm and carry on. That's the job in a nutshell now.
Nedved does well to stand firm and defend it. He's got plenty of space out wide here. He's shifted it to the flank. Knocks it into space. Played in. And he's taking no chances there. And he's only too happy to take... He's tried one! He should have put that one away.
Mateus has reacted in utter shock here. For him, the keeper has pulled off the impossible.
Oh, well played, well played. Portugal have the chance to go the other way. Portugal are in dire need of a breakthrough. Can they?
All they need is one big chance, and it may do the trick. This usually is the time teams go into conservation mode.
That has ended up in no man's land. Van de Ven. Rijkaard.
Well, they shouldn't be dawdling at this stage. They need to get the ball in the mixer, and quickly.
Van de Ven. Messi. Now it's Ibrahimovic. Oh, he's caught him there. It's a free kick. And he is going into that little black book. Van Basten is there to clear. Played back to the goalkeeper. Has a look and plays it forward. Oh, good spread. Bernardo Silva. And here's Torres. It's run loose here. Well seen. So, added time is up, and there goes the whistle. So in the end, one goal did it. An exciting encounter where both sides produced a genuine effort to go on and win.